Guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So today I'm going to show you how to properly load a CO2 bottle into the Crosman 2240 pistol. Now, for a lot of you guys that are seasoned air gunners, you know this, or hopefully you do. But if not, there is a proper way to actually do this, and this is meant more for the noobs. But hey, anybody can take advantage of this video. Now, you're going to have to take your end cap off your tube. Okay, you're going to need a CO2 cartridge, and you're going to need your oil. Now, I use SAE30 non-detergent motor oil. Do not use a detergent-based motor oil in a air gun. Do not use gun oils either for regular firearms on air guns, because when that stuff gets into certain seals, it can eat them up. Okay, now there's been a big debate over this, but hey, I've had customers come in, all they do is lube their stuff with regular gun oils, and guess what? I'm replacing seals because they're all gummy and gushy and gone. Okay, and same goes for WD-40. Do not get that stuff anywhere near a pellet gun either, period. Alright, 30 weight non-detergent motor oil or Crosman pellet gun oil are the two choices that I would recommend. And above all, I do recommend the 30 weight non-detergent stuff because your seals do last longer, okay, than they do with the Crosman pellet gun oil. For some reason that oil over time will react and it does some weird stuff to the seals. So this stuff, I'm lucky if I do seals once every 10 years, even in a 357. So it works really well. So grab your CO2 bottle, grab your end cap. First thing is your end cap, okay? There's threads on here that need to be lubricated, okay, because metal against metal all the time without some sort of a lubricant base, your threads can actually seize in, especially if you're storing your gun with CO2, or even if you're not, and it's just in there for a long time, right? You want to make sure that that's lubricated so that it doesn't seize itself in, because that can actually happen, believe it or not. So take your bottle, put a couple drops on there until it makes like a little bubble on the top. Okay, that's all you want. You don't want it pouring down the sides, just a bubble on the top. Take your gun this way, guide the bottle in, hold it with your finger. Now put it this way. Okay, screw in your end cap. Now you'll notice there's a slot on your end cap too. That's famous for Crosman to put like a coin slot on a lot of their guns. You don't need to actually use that. And just snug it in by hand. That's all you have to do. Just make sure it's snug. You don't have to reef on this thing or you're going to bugger up that end seal on the end of the valve, okay? So just snug it in there, okay? Really good. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to cock your gun, okay? And you're going to fire it 1 to 2 times. Now I'm not going to do that part for you guys just because I don't want to scare the hell out of the neighbor upstairs, okay? But that is exactly how you do it. Now, the only other lubricating point on the gun that you need to be concerned with is this little O-ring here on your bolt probe, okay? And that just requires you taking a drop or two of oil, just like so, run it in and out a few times, okay? And that helps create a much better seal, okay? And that is the proper way to load your CO2 cartridge in, as well as lubricate the threads on your end cap and how to tighten your end cap, and lubricating the O-ring on your bolt probe. Now I know I'm going to get these questions, so instead of waiting for it to answer it, okay, here's the thing. How often should you oil the tip of your CO2 bottle? Well, I would recommend with this particular gun every 2 to 3 bottles, okay? That's actually more than adequate, alright? As far as the tip goes, for the bolt probe where the O-ring is, lubricating that O-ring, I would probably say, I don't know, every 3-4 bottles, okay? Put some lubricant on there. Your end cap, okay, that thing there, probably about every 10 bottles. Put a little bit of oil on there to make sure the threads are lubed. The only other important maintenance tip I can give you for the 2240, other than making sure your screws are tight every once in a while, Okay, just, it's not like they're going to back off, but if they did for some reason and you noticed it, I would probably say every maybe couple of months, check your screws. Depends on how much shooting you're doing too. But just keep an eye on the screws and whatnot. Like a set screw, once it's set and snugged, it's staying there, for your barrel band. And in this case, I have the Crosman steel breech on here. Okay, I've got an LPA sight. I set it up once. I don't have to worry about ever adjusting those set screws again, unless I'm taking the gun apart. Well, then of course I've got to loosen them off and take the sight off before I can get the back end apart. But other than that, that's pretty much it for your maintenance tips on this gun. It's a pretty much maintenance-free gun for the most part. A couple drops of oil here and there every once in a while type of deal, and that's about it. I mean, it's a pretty bulletproof gun. You know what I mean? And I love the 2240s. So anyways, guys, that's it. That's all. Thanks for watching, and we'll be sure to catch you on the next video.